And now it's the fourth of our finalists. It's Tim Robson of Sydney. Meredith goes to see him.
How good is this backyard? There's dozens of fruit trees, lots of veggie beds, and masses of flowers. There's annuals, perennials, bulbs, all giving the place a great lushness and loads of colour. And it's all the creation of Tim Robson.
How's it taste, mate?
Good. In only 7 years, here on Sydney's North Shore, he has transformed an average suburban block into something quite beautiful and very productive.
Well, I've been through many designs on the way. First of all, I was just desperate to get things growing, so I had very rough raised beds. But once I got the hang of things, I decided that I'd like to really make a feature of the garden beds.
So did you always have a clear idea of what you wanted to achieve here?
I knew I wanted to create an edible landscape, you know, that was both very productive throughout the year, but also always attractive to look at.
Tim has really created a fabulous sense of space by dividing the garden up. Over here, we've got a lattice screen sectioning off the productive part of the garden. And this section here, which is the normal, regular, everyday backyard where the kids can play kind of spot, gives it an extra garden room or another dimension. The other thing Tim has done, which is really clever, is not just use the ground plane, but he's used the walls and the ceiling of his garden as well. The walls are covered in espalier and the ceiling has pergolas and vines to not only shade the house, but also give it an extra sense of space. Tim has some really good strategies when it comes to growing perpetual vegetables.
This is chicory. I've just cut this at ground level, and a plant about that size will reappear at the same spot in about 4 to 5 weeks.
Do you have a lot of perennials like chicory?
Oh, I have a lot of perennials and a lot of cut and come again, so they don't last forever, but they last for quite a number of months. I also grow Mizuno, which lasts for at least 4 or 5 months. A lot of the loose leaf lettuces that you can harvest leaf by leaf. I also cut off my beetroot tops.
And what about flowers? I know my kids love seeing flowers in the salad. What do you have?
Oh, we have all sorts, but I guess the nasturtiums are the mainstay, but we have violas and daylilies. It depends on the season. I also like the rocket flowers as well. They're nice and spicy, and occasionally the little blue borage flowers.
And what's that?
This is a yacon, which is stored in damp sand over winter. They're all around the place. They're like sunflowers. Well, they are sunflowers, but they're sunflowers with a tuberous root. And this is sweet. It's called the Andean ground apple.
And you just eat it like that? You don't have to cook it?
You don't have to cook it. It's nice.
Edible plants tend to be really heavy feeders, especially leafy greens, which can taste very bitter if they're not grown quickly enough. This means that fertilising is really important.
I've got my compost bin, so I use the compost every time I plant. I use the chook tractor, and they clean up the soil and fertilise it as they go. For a leafy green vegetable, I dig deep and I plant one of my pearls from the girls, which is a dried chook poo, a few inches below, and then it slowly melts and the roots grow down and we get a beautiful plant.
And the seedlings don't get burnt because you've got some soil in between them.
That's right.
And Tim has a fruit fly prevention tip that I've never seen before.
If you don't want to spray with some pretty nasty chemicals, there are commercially available physical barriers, calico bags, but as you can see, they look pretty ugly, and also they exclude the sunlight so you don't get proper ripening. So I've invented the organza bag with the help of my mum, with organza offcuts, and all you do is you slip the bag over, tighten it off, and away you go.
Are you self-sufficient?
Well, that's not really the point. I mean, I could be much more self-sufficient if I grew lots and lots of potatoes, but really my objective is about actually having fresh, organic fruit and vegetables every day of the year. So, and growing things that you can't buy in the shops. Like these beautiful white mulberries. Taste that.
Is this chateau?
Chateau, yeah.
Oh, it's so sweet. It's beautiful.
There you go. Oh, beautiful. Thank you. Can you reach that one as well?
You're obviously really passionate about involving the kids in the garden. What sort of effect do you hope this is going to have on your kids as they grow up?
Well, I really want them to understand natural systems, how the natural world works, where food really comes from. So it gives them an environmental awareness, which I think will set them up for the rest of their lives.
With all his good ideas, dedication and the achievement of a balance between a productive garden and one that is good fun and good to look at, Tim is another deserving finalist for our Gardener of the Year. This is for you for all your hard work.
Well, thank you very much. I'm very proud to receive it, and yeah.
Congratulations on being a finalist.
Thank you very much.
Now, if you want more details about the wonderful gardens you've seen in this programme and the people who created them, you'll find them all in the ABC's Gardening Australia magazine for November. So make sure you don't miss out on a copy. And you know what comes next. It's your blooming lot, but only for this week, because next week it's full of wonderful surprises. It's one of the coldest and highest gardens in Australia, and it's both unique and beautiful.